So thank you very much for this opportunity to serve Hari Katha today on the very auspicious occasion of Śrī Rāma Navami. Let us begin, dear devotees, with our auspicious invocation prayers. Mangalacharan. Om अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगणा ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरन्तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। Śrī Rāma Rāma Raghunandana Rāma Rāma Śrī Rāma Rāma Bharatagraja Rāma Rāma Śrī Rāma Rāma Ranakarkasha Rāma Rāma Śrī Rāma Rāma Sharanam Bhava Rāma Rāma Śrī Ramachandra Charanam Manasa Smarami Śrī Ramachandra Charanam Vachasa Granami Śrī Ramachandra Charanam Shirasa Namami Śrī Ramachandra Charanam Sharanam Prapadye Mata Rama Matpita Ramachandra Swami Ramo Matsakha Ramachandra Sarvaswam Me Ramachandro Dayalur Nanyam Jane Naiva Jane Na Jane Dakshine Lakshmano Yasya Vame Tu Janakatmaja Purato Marutiryasya Tam Vande Raghunandanam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. The topic for today is Rāma Śāstra Brhtaṁ Ahaṁ. These are the words of Bhagwan Shri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says, among the wielders of weapons, I am Ram. And our acharyas have said that when Lord Krishna says, Rāma Śāstra Brhtaṁ Ahaṁ, among the wielders of weapon, I am Ram, it refers to three different Rams. It refers to Lord Parashuram, where armed with his parasha, armed with his axe, Parashuram killed so many demons. Under the garb of Kshatriyas, they were committing great injustice. 21 times going around the world, Lord Parshuram chastised these wicked Kshatriyas. So Ram can refer to Shri Parshuram Bhagavan. Ram refers, of course, to Lord Ramachandra, who killed the most powerful demon, Ravan and Kumbhakarna. And that would be the topic of our discussion today. The power, virya of Lord Ramachandra. Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashashashriya jnanam vairagyam. These are the Shad Bhaga, the six opulences of Bhagavan. One of them is virya. Virya means the strength. Lord Ramachandra, just now we recited the beautiful verses. Lokabhiramam Ranarangadhiram. Lord Ramachandra, who is most powerful in the Ranabhumi, in the battlefield, undefeatable. So that is also Ram in Bhagavad Gita. But our Gaudiya Acharyas say that Ram refers to Dauji. They say because Krishna, standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when he's speaking to Arjun, Krishna is remembering the innumerable battles that he fought with Dauji along his side. 18 times Jarasandh had attacked, and every time it was Balram who went out with Krishna to fight. So Krishna is standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra and he's remembering his brother. And he's saying, among the wielders of weapons, I am Ram, Balram, who was always there with Krishna as the elder brother to protect him. And today is the most auspicious tithi of Śrī Rāma Navami, the divine appearance day of our Rajendranandan Krishna in the form of Śrī Ramachandra. केह बोले पूर बेचे रावण वधिला गोलोकेर वैभव लीला प्रकाश करिल. Previously he came as Ram and killed Ravan. Keha bole pura bete Ravana vadila. He killed Ravan. And now Golokera Vaibhav Lila Prakasha Korila. And then he came as Shri Krishna Chandra and revealed to the world the Vaibhav Lila of Shri Vrindavan Dham. So there is no difference between Lord Ramachandra, Ayodhyapati, Dasharathi Ram, and our Rajendranandan Krishna. When we glorify Shri Ram, our ananata towards Shri Krishna and Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu does not change. And the more I study Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita of Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the more I am convinced that glorifying Shri Ram will be most pleasing to Lord Krishna and to Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because actually the same personality is performing Leela in a different way. Lord Ramachandra is Maryada Purushottam. Lord Krishna is Leela Purushottam and Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Prema Purushottam. Today, I would like to read a couple of verses from the Moola Ramayana. There are many versions of Ramayana. Many of them are bona fide. Some of them maybe not. But the original Ramayana is Moola Ramayana. And that is Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruiha Kavita Shakha Vande Valmiki Kokilam. The cuckoo bird, the kokila, called Valmiki Muni, sang the Moola Ramayana as was revealed directly to him by Shri Brahmaji and Shri Narad Muni. So Maharshi Shri Valmiki Muni is the compiler of the original Ramayana, the Moola Ramayana. I would like to read a couple of verses from Shri Valmiki Ramayana. This is Shri Valmiki Ramayana, Canto 3, Chapter 30, entitled Khara Destroyed by Shri Ram. And this is text 34 and 35. So Shri Valmiki Ramayana, Canto 3, Chapter 30th, text 34 and 35. Shri Valmiki Muniji writes that all the devatas, the demigods, they assembled in the sky and they spoke. Even great rishis like Agastya Muni were in the sky and they spoke these words. It is very auspicious to hear these verses any day, but especially so on Shri Rama Navami. It is said, Charitam Raghunathasya Shata Koti Pravistaram Ekaikamaksharam Pumsam Mahapatakanashanam. Charitam Raghunathasya, Shri Raghunath Charitra, Ramayana. Charitam Raghunathasya Shata Koti Pravistaram. It is spread over 100 crores verses, not just 24,000 as we have in the Valmiki Ramayana on planet Earth. If you go to Brahmalok, there Brahmaji will tell you the more expanded version of Ramayana. Charitam Raghunathasya Shata Koti Pravistaram. It is actually unlimited. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. It is unlimited. But Brahmaji can tell 100 crore verses on Ramayana. Charitam Raghunathasya Shata Koti Pravistaram. Ekaikam Aksharam. And out of those 100 crores verses, one akshar, not one canto, not one adhyaya, not one verse, not one pad out of 4 pads of each Anushtup verse. One akshar. Ekaikam aksharam pumsam mahapataka nashanam. Can destroy not pap. There are sins and then there are mahapap. Mahapap are very, very horrible sins. Even Mahapataka Nashanam, ek akshar of this Charitam Raghunathasya. The Harikatha is so powerful. Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam. It is so powerful that it can destroy all the sins of suffering souls like us in this material world and give us Krishna Prem. Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarjuna. According to our beloved Srila Prabhupada, Srila Radha Govind Maharaj explains that in New Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada was sitting and he asked the disciples, which is the most important verse of Bhagavad Gita. And some said man mana bhavamat bhakto, some said sarva dharman parityaja, some said patram pushpam phalam poyam, some said chatushloki Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada said the most important verse of Bhagavad Gita is Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarjuna. That if we can understand Krishna, Krishna's birth, Krishna's activity, then we will get Krishna, mameti, and we will not have to suffer in this material world. To understand the power of Krishna Nam, Krishna Katha, Krishna Lila, Krishna Gun is the purpose of human life. So, let us hear these verses very attentively. Today is Rama Navami, and these are the original Sanskrit verses composed by Sri Valmiki Muni in the Moola Ramayana. Ardhadhika muhurtena Ramena Nishitaya Sharaye Chaturdasha Sahasrani Rakshasam Bhima Karmanam Khara Dushana Muktyanam Nihatani Mahahave Aho Bata Mahat Karma Ramasya Viditatmana. Assembled in the sky, all the devatas like Indra, Chandra, Surya, Brahmaji, Shivji, and all the great rishis like Agastya Muni, assembled in the sky, they are declaring, Aho Bata Mahat Karma Ramasya Viditatmana. They are saying, Ardhadika Muhurtena, 1.5 Muhurta. One Muhurta is 48 minutes. Ardhadhika Muhurta means 1.5 Muhurta. Means 48 plus 24 minutes. 72 minutes. Means less than 1.5 hours. Sawa ghante mein, in 1.5 Muhurta, Ardhadhika Muhurtena, Ramena Nishitay Sharay Chaturdasha Sahasrani Rakshasam Bhima Karmana. That in 1.5 Muhurta, in less than 1.5 hours, Ram has killed 14,000 Rakshasas. Single-handedly, with no Rath, standing on the ground. One Lord Ramchandra single-handedly killed 14,000 Rakshasas. Chaturdasha Sahasrani Rakshasam. He killed. And how were these Rakshasas? Bhima Karmanam. They were very, very powerful Rakshasas. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj says, each of these 14,000 Rakshasas was a Maharathi. Each of them was a Maharathi. So 14,000 Maharathis and Khardushan were Atirathis. They were even more powerful. Lord Ramachandra killed them because it says here, Bhima Karmanam. These are not ordinary Rakshasam, Bhima Karmanam. They were very, very powerful Rakshasas. They had performed great deeds. They were killed by the sharp arrows by Lord Ramchandra in a battle in just 1.5 muhurta. These are the activities of Lord Ram. The Devata. Aho bhata mahat karma Ramasya Uditatmana. Such are the great activities of Lord Ram. So why are the Devatas and Agastya Muni and other rishis speaking this verse? That we will see today. Hare Krishna. Lord Ramachandra, when he came to the forest with Srimati Sita Devi and Shri Lakshman, his younger brother, Lord Ramachandra actually wanted to encounter the Rakshasas because these Rakshasas were giving a lot of pain and suffering to the sadhus and rishis who were performing their bhajan in the forest. Seeing their distress, seeing their plight, Lord Ramachandra, who paritranaya sadhunam and vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge, who comes in every yuga with a threefold external purpose: to save and protect the devotees, to kill the demons, and to establish dharma, establish the principles of true religion. That Lord Ramachandra took a vow that I will rid this forest, Dandakaranya forest, of all these demons who are killing, these Rakshasas who like to eat the flesh and blood of the poor sadhus, who are simply trying to follow the instructions of the Vedas and trying to perform their bhajan to attain me. So Lord Ramachandra entered into the forest. And ultimately, they met many sadhus, including Sri Agastya Muni, and then they came to a place near Nasik called Panchavati. This was the end of the 10th year of exile of Lord Ram. They came there and they started living at Panchavati. Lakshman was a very expert servant. He was expert in everything, even expert in construction and architecture. With wooden sticks, bamboo sticks, dried leaves and branches, and different weeds and creepers used as ropes, Lakshman single-handedly constructed a very beautiful cottage for Sita and Ram, complete with windows and door and everything, on a nice raised flat platform. Sita and Ram were living there, and Lakshman would always stay guarding them outside. It was on the banks of the Godavari river, so there was fresh, crystal clear water of Godavari, which is non-different from Ganga Devi, was available. There were many beautiful natural flower trees and plants, flower-bearing trees and plants in that forest. So Sita ji would get these flowers for Lord Ramachandra to perform his puja. And there were also many fruit-bearing trees there. So seasonal fruits were always available. And the rishis, they had many cows and they would always give milk to Ram, Sita and Lakshman. So they were living on milk products, and some fruits and roots that were naturally available in the forest. Lakshman would fetch them, Sita ji would cook them using dry branches, dry wood. She would cook and she would offer it to Lord Ramachandra. and then Lakshman, like that. And Sita, they were living very simple life. Lakshman was engaged in serving, Sita was engaged in serving Lord Ram, and Lord Ramchandra was having wonderful pastimes and giving a lot of pleasure to Lakshman and to Sita. In fact, when Sumantra, the minister of Dashrath Maharaj, had given a message previously to Sita ji that at least you come back to Ayodhya. That way, Dashrath Maharaj's life might be saved. When he came to leave Sita, Ram, and Lakshman at the edge of the Ayodhya kingdom, where the kingdom of Maharaj Guha started, at that time he gave this message to Sita that Dashrath Maharaj has sent a secret message with me that if Ram wants to be in the forest for 14 years, he wants to fulfill my promise given to my wife Kaikeyi, then let him do it. But oh, Janakatmaja, oh daughter of Janak Maharaj, oh Vaidehi, oh Maithili, you don't stay. What will Janak Maharaj think? What will Videharaj think that his beautiful daughter, who he raised so lovingly, I have sent her to the forest? At least you come back. If you come back, then I will not feel so guilty and I will be able to maintain my life. At that time, Srimati Sita Devi sent her reply through Sumantra, the minister of Ayodhya. Oh Sumantra ji, please tell Maharaj Dashrath that I am very, very happy serving Śrī Ram in the forest. If I come back to Ayodhya, who will serve Ram? Who will massage his feet at night when he lays down to take rest? Who will cook for him? Who will serve him? Who will fan him when he's sitting and it is very hot? I want to be there to serve my husband. With Ram at my side in the forest is more comfortable, opulent, and luxurious than the palace of Ayodhya. And without my Ram by my side, the beautiful, opulent, luxurious, comfortable palace of Ayodhya will be like a dreadful, dangerous, gloomy, fearsome forest. So let me be in the forest with Ram. And besides that, O king, in Ayodhya, Ram and I don't get to spend so much time with each other because Ram is always busy with his princely duties, his royal duties, call him all the time. He has meetings, he has to sit in the court, he has to administer justice, he has to assist you in the administration. He's always busy. And there are so many servants in the palace and so many relatives. So I don't get so much time, one-on-one time with my Ram in Ayodhya. Oh Maharaj Dashrath, now please give me permission for 14 years. It will just be Ram and myself. We will get to talk. We will get to spend time with each other. I am so happy. So please don't feel for me. I am very happy with Ram. This was Sita's mood. So in this way, Sita, Lakshman, and Śrī Ram, they had wonderful relationship. Lakshman always saw Śrī Sita Devi as his worshipable mother. He saw Lord Ramachandra as not only his elder brother and master, but also as his father. Because Dashrath Maharaj was no longer there. So the role of a father was fulfilled by Ram. So Lakshman had this very sweet love, respect for Sita and Ram. Sita ji looked upon Lakshman as her child, and she was serving Ram as her life and soul. And Lord Ram was with the two personalities who he loved the most. His younger brother, Ramanuja, Lakshman, and his Priyaji, Śrī Sita Devi. So days were going very fast and they were happily living at Panchavati. One day, a demoness, a Rakshasi, happened to come to Panchavati. And on the ground of the forest, she saw some footprints. And just by seeing the footprints, which were perfectly formed, perfectly shaped, she got attracted. And this Rakshasi was Shurpanakha. She was the younger sister of the worst demon ever, Ravan. Why is Ravan the worst demon ever? Raise your hand. Why is Ravan the worst demon ever? There was Shishupal, there was Dantavakra, there was Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Kumbhakarna. Why Ravan is the worst? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Because he desired to separate Mother Sita from Ram. I mean, to enjoy Lakshmi without Narayan.
Yes. Yes. So he's the worst of the worst demons, Ravan. And Shurpanakha was the younger sister of this worst demon, Ravan. Shurpanakha saw the footprints of Ram, and she thought, if the footprints are so attractive, how attractive this person must be. Who is he? And she started following the footprints of Śrī Ram. And those footprints, lotus footprints of Śrī Ram, led her to the ashram of Sita and Ram. And there she saw Ram sitting on an asana outside the cottage. And next to Ram was the most beautiful, effulgent lady Shurpanakha had ever seen. And she had seen some very beautiful ladies who were serving as the wives of Ravan in Lanka. But never had she seen someone with such exquisite beauty, grace, and charm. She was wondering, who is this Devi? She looks like the goddess of fortune, Sri Lakshmi ji herself. She looks like Sri Lakshmi Devi. Who is she? And who is this effulgent, radiant, handsome man? Every limb of his body is just perfectly formed. He looks very powerfully built like a Kshatriya, yet he is wearing the garb of a sadhu, of a forest dwelling sadhu. Who is he? So very slowly, she came in front of Ram, but not in her hideous Rakshasi Swarup. She had mystic siddhi, where she could change her form. She took on the form of a very beautiful human lady and slowly came in front of Ram. And she asked Ram, "Oh Ram," not by the name, but "Oh great person, who are you? You are living in this dangerous forest that is frequented by the beastly Rakshasas who are very dangerous. You look like a sadhu, yet I see that you are wielding weapons. Śāstra Brhtaṁ. You're wielding weapons. Even though you look like a rishi, who are you?" Lord Ramachandra looked very innocently at this beautiful looking lady and said, "Oh Devi, in the kingdom of Ayodhya, there used to be a very powerful king. There used to rule a very powerful king called Shri Dasharath Maharaj, the son of Aja, in the line of Ikshwaku, as a descendant of Raghu. I am the son of Dasharath and I am called Ram. And here is my younger brother, Lakshman. And over here, here is Lakshman, and here on my left side is my beloved wife, my Dharma Patni, my Ardhangini, Shrimati Sita Devi." On my father's command, I have come for a few years to live in this forest. Oh Devi, oh beautiful one, please tell me who you are. Who is your husband? To my eyes, you seem to be a Rakshasi who has taken the form of a beautiful lady. Please tell me why you have approached me today. The Rakshasi, who was in the form of a very beautiful lady, spoke to Śrī Ram. You should know me to be the younger sister of the most powerful Rakshas, Ravan, and my name is Shurpanakha. I live here in this forest. This forest belongs to me. I live here with my brothers, Khar and Dushan. And I freely roam these forests. And whenever I want, when I am hungry, I eat the rishis and the sadhus for food. In this way, I cause fear to everyone. However, I have been attracted by you. Your footprints attract me. Your footprints attracted me here. And now, seeing you in front of me, I want to embrace you as my husband. Please accept me as your wife. I will carry you to the top of that mountain. You see that mountain over there? It is very beautiful on the top, very pleasant. Both of us will go there and we will spend time together. We will enjoy on that mountain top. Please come with me and accept me as your wife. Our acharyas explain that Shurpanakha specifically mentioned that when I am hungry, I eat the rishis and the sadhus to invoke fear in the heart of Ram. If Ram is attracted by this fake form that I have taken, then he will accept me as his wife. But if he is not attracted or he doesn't want to accept me as his wife, then this statement of mine that I live here with my brothers Khar and Dushan, I am the younger sister of the unconquerable Ravan, and I eat the Rakshasa, being a Rakshasi, I eat the sadhus for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, would instill fear in the heart of Ram. So either by being attracted to me or by being afraid of me, he will accept me as his wife. Yena kena prakarena. This was the mood of Shurpanakha. Now, seeing this obnoxious offer of Ram that come with me, we'll go to that mountaintop and enjoy. When she's seeing that he's sitting with his dear wife, Ram already said that this is my Ardhangini. She's half my body. She's inseparable from me. This is my beloved wife, Shri Sita Devi. She's my Dharma Patni. Then Shurpanakha is talking about Adharma. Seeing this ridiculous offer, ridiculous, obnoxious words of Shurpanakha, Lord Ramachandra decided to joke with Shurpanakha. Shri Ram told Shurpanakha, "Oh beautiful woman, you see, I am already married to Sita. And for beautiful ladies like you, to have a co-wife is very painful. So here is my younger brother, Lakshman. He doesn't have a wife here. He is equally handsome, he is equally brave and qualified in every respect. Why don't you accept him as your husband? I think both of you will be a great match." Now, Shurpanakha was such a lusty woman. Ravan was a lusty man, and Shurpanakha, being his sister, was a lusty woman. Lust afflicts the hearts of everyone, men as well as women. as well as animals and the birds and the insects. Maithunagar. This is a world which is a prison house where the doors, the locks, the shackles, the handcuffs are all made up of different forms of lust. It may be sensual lust, it may be lust for money, it may be lust for prestige, it may be lust for power. Different shades of lust keep us in this material world. Ultimately, Kam means desires for enjoyment separate from Krishna. Wanting to hear nice Harikatha, wanting to hear nice melodious Kirtan, wanting to eat nice tasty Krishna Mahaprasad is not lust. It is not Kam Vasana. But wanting to hear mundane music, wanting to watch mundane TV shows, and wanting to eat non-prasad food is lust. Shurpanakha was so infatuated by lust that she immediately turned towards Lakshman. She saw Lakshman's handsome form and got attracted. She saw how Lakshman was standing there, powerfully built, holding his bow in one hand, his sword tucked in his belt, quiver of arrows on his back, standing very majestically. She approached Lakshman and told Lakshman, "Oh Lakshman, oh younger brother of Ram, I am worthy of becoming your wife. Oh handsome one, let us enter these beautiful romantic forests. Come, let's go." Now Lakshman understood that Prabhu Ram is in a jovial mood. He's joking around. So Lakshman, understanding the mood of Śrī Ram, went along with the joking. And he told Shurpanakha, "Oh Shurpanakha, do not be so foolish. Look at me. I am just a menial servant of Shri Sita and Shri Ram. I have come to this forest simply to serve them. If you become my wife, you will be a maid servant of Ram and of Sita." Shurpanakha, I am sure you would not want to be a maid servant of Sita. I think my elder brother Ram, on whom I am dependent, is much more qualified than me. So Shurpanakha again turned towards Ram like a tennis ball. She's going from this court to that court. She goes to Ram. And she said, "Oh Ram, you should marry me." Shri Ram says, "I cannot marry you. I told you I'm already married to Sita. I am ek patni vrata. I have vowed to have only one wife. So I cannot marry you." Shurpanakha became very impatient and angry. And this is the Asuri Swabhav. This is the demoniac nature. Very, very impatient. Very, very impulsive. They react. They go into reaction mode. They don't know how to process and respond properly. The demoniac people lack the ability to respond wisely to situations. She became impatient and she said, "If this Sita is the one who is coming between you and me, O Ram, you are not marrying me because you are married to Sita, then watch. Within a moment, I will eat Sita. I will devour her. I will chew her flesh and drink her blood and finish her off. Then no Sita. And then Ram, it's just Ram and Shurpanakha. We will be together and we will enjoy together. Saying this, Shurpanakha very swiftly, very quickly pounced upon Sita. These demons can be very quick. And she was very close by also. She just fell upon Sita like a huge meteor, whoop, would come crashing on Bhudevi. But as she came towards Sita, her real Swarup emerged. She took on her original form, the form with which she was born in that body. She took the form of a Rakshasi, the younger sister of Ravan. She had a hideous appearance. She was huge, like a mountain. She was very dark in color. She had a disheveled, dirty hair. She had big ears. And she had a very long, pointed nose. She had dirty teeth and a foul smell. Her voice was not the soft, pleasing voice of a lady. Her voice was very gruff and loud, like the roaring of a cloud. And she immediately pounced on Sita, almost about to grab her and throw her into her huge gaping mouth. As Shurpanakha was about to devour Shri Sita Devi, Lord Ramachandra gave a quick, loud roar, like a warning. Stop! He told Shurpanakha. And the voice of Lord Ramachandra was so deep, so loud, so commanding that Shurpanakha, who was almost upon Sita, froze. What sound was that? She stopped right there in her tracks and looked at Ram. The voice was so commanding and powerful that she couldn't take a step towards Sita. Then Lord Ramachandra spoke something that is very instructive to all of us. Lord Ramachandra said, one should not joke with wicked people, with low-class people. Jokes, hasyaras, should be relished only with Sajatiya Sanga, only with like-minded devotees. With low-class people, we should not joke, Lord Ramachandra says. Lakshman, see the effect of becoming friendly. See the effect of joking with low-class, evil-minded people. See how by joking with Shurpanakha, I have endangered the life of my beloved Sita. This is a very important lesson for all of us, my dear friends. We should not develop friendly relationship, and we should certainly not joke around with wicked people. It is like inviting unnecessary trouble. Joking, developing an intimate relationship filled with fun and jokes is only meant for Sajatiya Bhaktas and no one else. Immediately, my dear brother, O mighty armed Lakshman, disfigure this vile creature who wants to kill Sita. I am telling you to disfigure her and not slay her, not kill her, simply because she is, after all, a woman. And as far as possible, a woman should not be killed. So she is an aggressor. She ought to be punished. Cut off her nose and ears with your sword. By the time Lord Ramachandra had finished speaking these words, Lakshman had already done the needful. He was so swift. He immediately drew his sword and zoop, zoop, zoop. With 3 blows of his sword, her 2 ears were lopped off and her nose also was chopped off. Profusely bleeding from where her long pointy ears stood and bleeding from her nose. Perhaps the first case of epistaxis, nosebleed. Shurpanakha, writhing with pain, turned around and ran into the bushes, screaming loudly, "Save me! Save me! Save me! Save me!" As she ran deeper and deeper into the forest, her wailing became fainter and fainter and fainter until it disappeared. Shurpanakha straight ran to the Rakshas headquarters, where Khar and Dushan, her brothers, ruled the forest from. She went and fell straight at the feet of the king of the forest, Rakshas Khar, the younger brother of Ravan. And she started wailing and crying at his feet. Khar was very indignant, seeing his sister in this state. Which fool has done this to you? Who is that ignorant person who has tried to test a venomous snake by poking with his finger? Who is this person who has tied the noose of death around his neck today? Who is that person? Shurpanakha, tell me, who did this to you? Who wants to die today? Tell me. Khar was so angry, not because Shurpanakha had been injured, but Khar was angry because his sister had been injured. It was all about him. This is the nature of a Rakshas. This is the nature of a wicked, cruel, unethical person. They are just full of themselves. Everything they will see in relationship to their interests. It's all about them, them, them. I, me, and myself. Shurpanakha was his younger sister, and insult to her was insult to him. So he said, who is this person? Tell me. Today, this earth will soak the blood of this person who has done this to you. Tell me, who is it? Even if it is Indra, I will go and kill him. Just tell me the name. Shurpanakha slowly collected herself. She was still swooning from the pain and the blood loss. And she told everything to Khar. How she saw Ram, how she got attracted to him, how she met Ram and Lakshman, how she saw the most beautiful lady whose beauty was pristine and faultless, Shri Sita. And the whole account was narrated by Shurpanakha to Khar, finally telling him how Ram and Lakshman had done this to her. Shurpanakha requested Khar, don't delay, my brother, immediately go and kill those 2 brothers, Ram and Lakshman. I want to drink their blood, my dear brother. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty to drink the blood of Ram and Lakshman. Will you not quench my thirst, my dear brother? Go and slay them for me. And I also want to eat Sita after drinking the blood of Ram and Lakshman. This is the nature of demoniac people, my dear friends. Just now, Shurpanakha wanted to marry Ram. She wanted to be Ram's wife. Then she wants to be Lakshman's wife. She wants to marry Lakshman. She wants to enjoy with Lakshman. Then she again wants to marry Ram. She wants to enjoy with Ram. And now she wants to kill them. She wants to drink their blood and eat their flesh. This is the nature of an uncontrolled mind. Adanta gobhir vishatam tamishram punah punas charvita charvanana. These people whose senses are uncontrolled cannot be reliable. Cannot be reliable. They may say, I love you. I really care about you. You make me feel special. There is no one like you in my life. They may say all these things, my dear friends, but please remember, words of a person only carry weight to the degree their character has substance. A person of character, a person of substance, their words have value. Do not attribute any value to the words of a person whose senses are uncontrolled. Today they may say one thing, tomorrow they will say just the opposite thing. Cannot trust them. They are not reliable. We cannot put faith in their words, otherwise we will be cheated and disappointed. Very, very important lesson from Ramayana. Do not trust the non-devotees. Do not trust a person who is Adanta Gobhir. Khar was more than happy to oblige his sister. It's a long story. First, he sent 14 Maharathis. And Lord Ramachandra killed all of them in front of Shurpanakha. Shurpanakha escorted those 14 Rakshasas to the ashram of Ram, and Ram was ready. With 14 sharp arrows, which came from his bow as if it was one arrow. He shot so fast. Zoop, 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 zoop. 14 arrows came, and when Shurpanakha looked, all 14 Rakshasas were prostrated on the ground, offering their final Dandavat Pranam to Śrī Ram. They were dead. Shurpanakha could not believe. She was so frightened to see the deadly swiftness of Ram. She ran back to Khar and said, brother, you have to come. You have to come. Khar could not believe that a human being had killed those 14 Maharathis, because each of that Rakshas was 3 times the size of Ram. They were huge, and no human being could fight them. And here was a human being who single-handedly killed 14 of them in less than 1 second. Before she knew it, they were dead. Shurpanakha told her how powerful Ram was. And she told her, stop boasting, my brother. Stop boasting. Do something. 14 of your soldiers have been slain. Your sister has been disfigured. And you are sitting here on your throne and boasting. Get up and do something. In this way, she goaded him into action. Khar understood the prowess of Ram, and he thought he's probably some devata who has taken the form of a human being. So he told Dushan, he told Trishira, he told his followers, prepare the entire army. Bring our horses and chariots and elephants and collect all the weapons that we have, all the bows and arrows and maces and spears, and let's attack full strength, and let's finish off 3 of them, Sitaram and Lakshman. In this way, Khar, Dushan and Trishira, they charged upon the ashram of Lord Ram. As they were approaching, a huge dust cloud was created by these 14,000 Maharathis. There were many inauspicious omens at that time. The sun was covered by dark clouds. Blood was raining from the clouds. The elephants and horses in the army of Khar and Dushan were slipping even on normal ground, losing their balance and falling. These were all very inauspicious omens for Khar. And he should have paid heed to these inauspicious omens. And suddenly there was a solar eclipse. All of a sudden, the sun was eclipsed. This was an inauspicious omen also. But it is said, Vinasha kale viparita buddhi. When the time of one's destruction comes, we lose our intelligence. Buddhi nashat pranashyati. And Khar chose to ignore all these warning signs. Similarly, in life, we will have these warning signs, and we should pay heed to them. Khar was approaching very fast. Lord Ramachandra stood, and the left side of Lord Ramachandra's body started twitching, which for Lord Ramachandra was a very auspicious omen, auspicious sign of victory. And the arrows in the quiver of Lord Ram, the arrows started dancing. They were doing their own Sankirtan. Nacho gao bhakta sane karo Sankirtan. The arrows in the quiver of Śrī Ram started dancing. And Lord Ramachandra told Lakshman and Sita, these are sure indications of our victory and the destruction of the army of the Rakshasas. O Lakshman, very soon thousands of Rakshasas will descend on our little ashram. I know you are very eager to face these Rakshasas in battle and teach them a good lesson. But Sita must be protected at all cost. I don't want a stray arrow to hit her. Therefore, you see that mountain? Find a suitable cave on that mountain. Check and make sure there are no animals and snakes in that cave. And quickly ask Sita to stay inside that cave. And armed with your sword, arrows, and bow, you stand guard at the mouth of the cave. I will dispatch all these Rakshasas to Yama Mandir in a very short time. Make haste and quickly go. Take Sita to safety. Lakshman did not want to leave his brother alone, but he obeyed the command. Quickly took Sita ji on the mountain, found a very nice cave which was narrow enough for Sita ji to pass. But it was wide enough for Sita ji to pass, but it was very narrow for any Rakshasa to enter. Lakshman made sure the cave was safe and comfortable for Sita ji, and he asked Sita ji to go and sit inside. When Sita was safely inside, Lakshman stood guard. By this time, Khar and his entire army had reached Panchavati. They had reached the ashram of Ram. Holding a battle axe in his hand, Khar challenged Ram. How dare you two men attack my poor little sister? Again, this is the nature of a Rakshas. They do not see their own faults. They don't see that Shurpanakha was the aggressor. Shurpanakha was about to devour Sita. That they will not see. They will spread a message, a propaganda that Ram and Lakshman are at fault. My sister was alone. You two men, you attacked a poor helpless woman, disfigured her. This is very wrong. And we will avenge the humiliation of our sister. This is always the nature of the wicked people. They will distort the true story and spread their own narrative. Therefore, we should not believe a story by just hearing from one party. We should always have open communication with both parties and then make a determination of who is right and who is wrong. Dushan told Khar, "Oh, my dear brother, why do you worry? I will alone go and kill these two brothers. I will take on Ram." They were on chariots. Some Rakshasas were on huge elephants. And even these animals, these horses, these asses, these elephants, they were trained to kill. They were also warriors. So 14,000 Rakshasas, but each Rakshas chariot had 4 horses. And these were horses who knew how to bite and how to kick the enemy. And Lord Ramchandra had no chariot, he had no elephant, he had no horse, he had no assistant, he was all alone, standing on the ground. But Lord Ramchandra stood his ground and fought back. We have run out of time, so I don't have time to discuss and describe the entire fight in detail. But first, Lord Ramachandra, he killed Dushan. It's one full chapter in Valmiki Ramayana. Very great fight. He destroyed the assistants of Dushan and killed them. And then, with one arrow, he beheaded Dushan and he dropped down dead. Then Trishira, who had 3 Shira, he had 3 heads, he attacked Ram. Ram was alone. And again, even though Ram was hit by many arrows, many lances, many weapons, Lord Ramachandra cut down each and every weapon that came his way with his own arrows. Lord Ramachandra had some arrows made of steel and some arrows, believe it or not, made of arani wood. He had wooden arrows also, which were very powerful and strong. And Lord Ramchandra was shooting arrows in such a way that he was shooting at a blistering speed and deadly accuracy. Ram's arrows never missed the target. And Lord Ramachandra would shoot his arrows at an opportune moment where these Rakshasas were lined up one behind the other. So in one arrow, he would kill multiple Rakshasas. Lord Ram was very efficient. He would cut down their weapons mid-air, and then he would kill their animals, the horses, the elephants, the charioteers, cut the staff, cut the flag with his arrows, break the armor. And when he cut their bows and arrows, they would pick up a mace and charge madly at Ram. And he would cut off their hands, still clutching on the gada or spear, whatever weapon they were holding. And then he would invariably chop off their head. And it is described that the head would be lopped off so quickly by his sharp arrows that the demon would still run a couple of steps after the head being chopped off because it was so quick. The brain had already given the nerve signal to the muscles to flex and move. The head was chopped off so quickly that even after the head was cut off, some few steps they would take and then drop down as if they are offering Dandavat Pranam to Śrī Rāma and die. All the 3 heads of Trishira were chopped off and he was killed. Then finally, Khar had 5,000 personal bodyguards. Out of those 14,000, 5,000 were just his personal bodyguards. And these were the fiercest fighters. They approached Ram from all the directions. Front, right side, left side, behind, everywhere they came, from the sky, everywhere. Every direction they came. Some even came from underneath the ground. It is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana. Dasha Disham. All the 10 directions they came. North, south, east, west, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest, up and down. 10 directions they came. Some buried themselves underground and whoosh, suddenly they would come in front of Ram. And in all directions, Lord Ram was shooting arrows. 365 degrees. And when someone came very close to him, Lord Ram would even pull out his sword and chop them off, chop their heads off with his sword, and then again start fighting with his bow and arrow. All the personal entourage of Khar was destroyed and killed. Every single Rakshas, all 14,000 Rakshasas were killed. Only Khar remained. And then Khar, he was so angry, he charged at Ram. And Lord Ramachandra fired his own arrows at Khar, destroying his armor. Then Khar fired arrows at Ram and destroyed Ram's armor, which Agastya Muni had given him. Khar even cut off into two pieces one bow of Ram. But Lord Ramchandra picked up another bow, Vishnu, the bow of Vishnu, Vishnu Dhanush, and started fighting with that, with Khar. Khar had one particular javelin which was as effulgent as the sun, very powerful. He threw that javelin at Ram. It was so powerful that as it soared through the sky towards Ram, all the trees that were on the way were vaporized by the Dahika Shakti, the heat of this javelin. But Lord Ramchandra shot 3 straight arrows and broke this javelin into 4 pieces, and it fell down, offering obeisances to Lord Ram. And then Lord Ramachandra killed the 4 horses that were drawing the chariot of Khar. With one arrow, chopped off the head of the charioteer. Another arrow chopped the staff and the flag of his chariot. Khar got very angry. He jumped down with a club and threw the club at Lord Ramachandra. Lord Ramachandra shot down that club. And then Lord Ramachandra said, "Are you done? Or do you have any more weapons left?" Just to insult Khar. Khar was so angry. He looked around, found a huge tree. He uprooted the tree and threw it upon Ram. And then said, "You are dead, Ram." Lord Ramchandra shot so many arrows at that tree that just like in the fall season, all the leaves of the tree fall. And just like when a tree wood goes through a splintering machine that chops off wood into small splinters, the entire tree fell down in a rain of leaves and wooden splinters. Lord Ram was untouched. Then, drawing his own sword, Khar charged at Lord Ramachandra. And Lord Ram shot an arrow straight at the chest of Khar, which bisected his heart into 2 halves, right ventricle and left ventricle. His heart split open, and Khar dropped down dead. All the rishis and devatas assembled in the sky, and they started glorifying Lord Ramachandra. And then they spoke this verse that we wrote. अर्धाधिक मुहूर्तेन रामेण निशितय शरय चतुर्दश सहस्राणि राक्षसां भीमकर्मणां खर दूषण मुख्यानां निहतानि महाहवे अहो बत महत्कर्म रामस्य विदितात्मना. This is the mahatkarma. These are the great activities of Lord Ramachandra. Next verse, verse 36. अहो वीर्यम् अहो दाक्ष्यम् विष्णोरिव हि दृश्यते इत एवम् उक्त्वा ते सर्वे ययुर्देवा यथा गतम्. Aho Viryam, what prowess! Aho Daksham, what expertise! Such prowess and expertise appear to be just like that of the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Vishnor iva hidrishyate. All the devatas spoke like this. एतस्मिन् अंतरे वीरो लक्ष्मण सह सीतया गिरिदुर्गाद् विनिष्क्रम्य संविवेशाश्रमं सुखी. At that time, etasmin antare Viro Lakshmana, Veera Lakshman, even though Lakshman did not fight, he is described here as Veera because he wanted to fight, but Lord Ramachandra gave another service. So our Veera Lakshman did what was asked by his commander, his Prabhu. So Veero Lakshmana Saha Sitaya, along with Sita, Sita came out of Giri Durgad, from the Giri Durga. She came out from the inaccessible cave in that mountain. Giri means mountain. She came out and ashramam sukhi. She came, Sita and Lakshman came to the ashram, the cottage, and they were very happy seeing Ram. Tato Ramastu Vijayi Pujyamano Maharshibhi Praviveshashramam Viro Lakshmanena Bhipujitaha. Then Vijayi Ramas, the victorious hero Ram, honored by the great sages, Pujyamano Maharshibhi, worshipped by the great sages and revered by Lakshman, entered the ashram. Pravi Veshashramam, ashram में प्रवेश किए. Lord Ramchandra, being worshipped by all the devatas and the rishis, he also entered the ashram. Sita and Lakshman also entered the ashram. Now, Lakshman is standing on the side and Sita is coming face to face with her beloved Ram. Please listen to this verse. This is Śrī Valmiki Ramayana, Canto 3, Chapter 30, Text 39. Very beautiful verse. Tam drishtva shatruhantaram maharshinam sukhavaham babhuva hrishta vaidehi bhartaram parishazvaje. Parishazvaje means to embrace. Upon seeing Ram, who had killed the enemies, Shatru Hantaram, and who had brought happiness to the great sages, Maharshinam Sukhavaham, Ram who gave pleasure to the Maharshis, Ram who killed the enemies, the Rakshasas, Babhuva Hrishtva Vaidehi. Babuha Hrishtva means she became happy. Hrishtva means to become happy. Vaidehi. Vaidehi is the name of Sita. Sita became happy seeing Ram and Bhartaram Parishasvaje. Bharta. Gopi Bhartu. Padakamalayora Dasa Dasa Anudasa. So, Bhartaram means apne pati ko. Sita embraced Ram, who is her husband. Bhartaram, the maintainer, the lord, the master, the husband. Bhartaram Parishasvaje. Sita ji came running and embraced her Ram, who was victorious over Chaturdasha Sahasrani Rakshasam, who had killed 14,000 Rakshasas. Muda Paramaya Yukta Drishtva Raksho Ganam Hatan Ramam Chaiva Vyatham Drishtva Tutosha Janakatmaja. Janakatmaja, Shri Sita, the daughter of Janak Maharaj, seeing that her husband was undisturbed after this fight, and seeing that each and every Rakshas, all 14,000, including Khardushan, had been killed, Janaki became very happy. And with the pallu of her sari, because Ram had sustained some wounds, they were superficial wounds, which would heal quickly, but he was bleeding from those wounds. So Sita ji embraced Ram, and with the pallu of her sari, she wiped away all the blood marks from the body of Ram and again embraced Ram one more time. Tatastutam rakshasa sangham mardanam sabhajamanam muditair maharshibhi punah parishvajya shashi prabhanana babhuva hrishta janakatmaja tada. Very beautiful verse. Janakatmaja is again our Sita ji, and Shashi Prabhanana. Her face became effulgent like the moon. Moon faced Sita. Shashi means moon. Anana means face, and Prabha means effulgence. Shashi Prabhanana. Sita, whose face is effulgent like the moon, Punaha Parishvajya means again she embraced Ram. She embraced first when she met Ram. Then she looked, oh, there are some injuries. Then with the pallu of her sari, she wiped away the sweat, beads of perspiration. She wiped away all the blood from the Shri Anga of Shri Ram. And then again she embraced. This is so beautiful. Tatastutam rakshasa sangha mardanam sabhajamanam muditair maharshibhi punah parishwajya shashi prabhanana babhuvrahishta janakatmaja tada. So now let us leave Sita and Ram in their loving embrace. They are embracing in their ashram each other. Lakshman is smiling. The demigods are smiling. The rishis are giving benedictions. And everybody is very happy as Sita and Ram are embracing each other after all the wicked demons have been slain. Hari bol. We will let Shurpanakha go to Lanka and we will let Sita and Ram embrace each other. So here I will conclude today's Ram Katha. The same Lord Ramachandra, Nilachale, Shankha Chakra Padav Gadmadhar, Nadia Nagare, Kamandalu Dandakar. This Śrī Ram is Jagannath, is Krishna, is Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Jai Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. The same Śrī Ramachandra and Sita, their embrace was so tight and intimate that they became one and came as Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And the Kodanda, the bow and arrows of Śrī Ramachandra have come in the form of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sango Panga Astra Parshadam. The Parshads have come. Hanumanji has come as Murari Gupt. All these Parshads have come, and Parshads have come from Krishna Leela also. Balramji has come as Nityananda. Brajendra Nandana Jai Shachi Suta Hoilo Sai Balram Hoilo Nitai. Brahmaji has come as Haridas Thakur. Hari Bol. Shivji, Sadashiv has come as Shri Advaita Acharya. Kshirodakshay Vishnu has come as Raghunandan Thakur. Vrinda Devi has come as Mukunda Sarkar. Lalita Sakhi has come as Shri Swarup Damodar Goswami. Vishakha Sakhi has come as Shri Ramananda Rai. The Parshads from Ram Leela, Krishna Leela have come in Gaura Leela. And the weapons has come as Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And a service that has been given to all of us in ISKCON is Bharat Bhumi te haila manusya janmajar janma sartha kari kara para upakar jare dekha tare kah Krishna upadesh amara gya guru haya tara ei desh prithvi te yate ache nagar adi gram sarvatra prachar hoibe mora naam. This is the service that has been given to us, to accept the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sangopang Astra Parshadam Yadne Sankirtana Prayer Yantihi Sumedhasa. Give this mercy of Harinam Sankirtan Yadnya. Nama Sankirtanarambe Bhavishyami Shachi Suta. That Shachi Suta Gaura Hari who is predicted in the future, in the Bhavishya he will come. He has come. And we have come in the movement of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this seva has been given to us. So let us accept this mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Harinam Sankirtan, Golokela Prema Dhyana, Harinama Sankirtana. Dina hine ete chilo, Hariname Uddharilo Tare Sakshi, Jagai Madhai. Let us give all the Jagais and Madhais All the Khar and Dushans and Trishiras and Shurpanakhas and Ravan and Kumbhakaran. This Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Ravan has already become a devotee. There is Madhai Ghat in Navadvip. Kumbhakaran has become a devotee. Shurpanakha has become Kubja. She has become a devotee. So everybody has become devotees. But there are some foot soldiers who are still left behind in Kali Yuga. So let us accept the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Dev and let us give this Harinam Sankirtan to everybody, which is the astra of Śrī Rāma. Lokabhiramam Radarangadhiram. Of the wielders of weapon, Śāstra Brhtaṁ Rāma Ahaṁ. Krishna says, I am among the wielders of weapon, I am Ram. And the weapon of Ram is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in Japa and Sankirtan and give it to others also. Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Thank you very much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. What a beautiful, beautiful class. It was so engaging. I love the way you described this beautiful encounter of Lord Ram and the 14,000 demons. It was so beautiful, so much details. It was like seeing the pastime in front of our eyes. Thank you so much, and a beautiful ending. Always, the class is incomplete if you don't relate it to Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we are glad you ended it your style. Thank you again. And devotees, yes, we will open up the forum for question and answers if Prabhuji has time. Prabhu, do you have time?
Maybe we can take one or two questions if there are.
Sure. Yeah, Divya Agarwal Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
What's the difference between Lord Vishnu and Lord Ramchandra? And who is original?
They are all original. And there is no difference. They are all original.
Very good.
In Shri Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahmaji explains that all the Vishnu incarnations, Vishnu Murtis, Ram, Narsimha, Vishnu, Varahadev, Matsyadev, they are all the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are all Vishnu Tattva. All Vishnu Murtis are equally powerful. They may choose to manifest different degrees of potency. Just like the moon. Today is Navami. So we see a certain manifestation of the moon. But actually the moon is the moon. Moon is always full. We are able to perceive sometimes a crescent, sometimes half moon, sometimes a gibbous moon. That is our perception. But moon is moon. So in a certain avatar, we may be able to see certain opulences and we may not be able to see certain opulences. But actually it is Purna Purushottam, Krishna only, who is coming in all these forms. In different incarnations, he manifests different potencies based on his Leela, based on time, place, and circumstance. Kala Desha Patra. He will reveal different degrees of potency. But Krishna is Krishna. Brahma Samhita says just like there is a room filled with candles. Now, all the candles are equally powerful. The original candle who lit all these candles is Krishna. Therefore, it is said, Anadir, Adir Govinda, Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna is the Karan of everything. Krishna is the Karan of Ram. Krishna is the Karan of Vishnu. Krishna is the Karan of Narsimhadev. Sarva Karana Karanam. Therefore, it is said, Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtha Nana Avataram Akaroda Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Paramam Pumanyo Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Brahma Samhita says that Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishthan. He is present in so many forms. But Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Parama Pumanyo. All these incarnations are coming from Krishna. Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Parama Pumanyo. Krishna is the source of all these incarnations. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So they are all original. They are all complete. They are all Supreme Personality of Godhead. But if you do Tattva Vichar, from the point of view of philosophical truth, the original form of Godhead is Krishna. And in Srimad Bhagavatam also it is said, Ete chamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Here Pumsa means the Purusha avatar, Vishnu, which you mentioned, or Narayan. So they are all coming from Krishna. They are Krishna avatar. Ete chamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the Swayam Bhagavan. And therefore in Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is said, Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Dvitiya Deha Śrī Balaram. Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. Others are avatars. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamane Tishta Nana Avatar Akarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu. Krishna Swayam Samabhat Paramam Pumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Ramadi Vishnu Murtis, they are all avatar. But who is Krishna? Sarva avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. Krishna is not avatar, Krishna is avatari. So he is our Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I hope this is okay, Divya Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Anyone else has any questions, any realizations you want to share? Okay. I think everyone is spellbound.
So we'll stop here.
Okay, thank you. Fantastic
Hare
class.
Krishna. Thank you.
Let me just see the comments quickly. If there are some questions on the comments, I don't know if you're able to see them. Sure.
There is one question. Where are these Yama shlokas found? Parts are in Rama Śāstra, but others. So, Charitam Raghunathasya, it is from Śrī Valmiki Ramayana. And Rama Śāstra has all of them. All the verses I quoted, they are from ultimately Rama Śāstra. And then Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Rama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. That is from Padma Puran. It is quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. So like that. They are all from Padma Puran, Rama Śāstra. Like that. Okay, Mataji. So we can stop here then. And Rama. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you to your devotees. Thank you again, Prabhu.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
Vancha
Krishna.
kalpatarubhyascha kripa.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasinubhyascha. Patitanam pavanam Vaishnava.
Thank you, Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
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 Thank you,
Jai.
Prabhuji.
Jai.